What up, peeps? So, been sitting on this one all day because of a few different reasons. Been very skeptical to begin with. And also, what I'm about to look at holds a very special place in my heart. And I'm talking about the Crow reboot. The trailer dropped today. I am a huge fan of the original. The one with Brandon Lee himself, R.I.P. My guy. It's one of those gothic movies that was fucking amazing. It has a strong cult following. For me, I watched it as a kid, a teenager, but the love story behind it is fucking just dramatic and tragic and just great. The soundtrack to the movie, one of the best soundtracks ever made, and some of the best action scenes ever. Brandon Lee, unfortunately, was cut down in one of the action scenes and lost his life. So they scrapped together the movie with his fill-in and some other CGI, early CGI. Either way, the movie's great. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's on 4K edition. It's fucking fabulous. It's just one of the best CBMs ever made, and just one of the greatest movies ever. Honestly, I think it's up there. It's great. But they've been pushing around the idea of a reboot for a while, with names like Jason Momoa attached to it. But here's the thing: this original one, although it wasn't finished, it just had all the right levels of where it needed to be. Plenty of sequels have come out. TV shows come out. TV show, honestly, is probably the closest interpretation to the great graphic novel by James O'Barr and follow up to this than any of the sequels. But yeah, I've been very skeptical, especially with the first images dropping of Bill Skarsgård as Eric Draven. But we have a new interpretation of it. He kind of looked like the Joker from Suicide Squad, which is what everyone's saying. The comparison is easy. Like I said, I have just been kind of on the edge as far as even watching the trailer, but I want to see what we have on our hands. Trying to keep an open mind. Fuck it, let's see what we got.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
Do you feel like my person?
You feel like my person.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Looks very stylized. I mean, the original one had a unique stylized look to it as well. But
when someone dies,
a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead.
and sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right.
I don't know about the song choice. It's kind of fitting for this movie.
God.
Look, I would have liked a little something harder.
But you're running out of time to save her.
Oh, he's yoked.
I'm gonna kill them.
Definitely looks like a member of Dire Out Window. If you're not familiar with the band, check out
And killed you?
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
Principles. Anger.
I'm getting John Wick vibes.
It's not anger.
Fucking gory as shit though.
It's love.
Seen a lot of blood. Deadpool?
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain. idea what hell awaits you?
No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm intrigued by it. I do appreciate the interpretation that they're going with. It is modernized, but it's also kind of bland. You know what was cool about the original ones? It was very gothic. It was very dark. Like, you felt the vibes of the story. This one's it's throwing me off a little bit. But I mean, it looks interesting. You know, with all these reboots, you have to take them with a grain of salt, right? Like, you have to appreciate the source material, the original, knowing damn well that that's not gonna take the place of the original, but it could still be a good follow-up. It could still be a good partnership, a good analog to it. But yeah, man, I wish we had some of that freaking Crow soundtrack. Like, you had The Cure, you had Stone Temple Pilots. Crap, who else was on there? Rage Against the Machine was on it. Rollins Band, Helmet, Nine Inch Nails. Oh yeah, Nine Inch Nails. How the fuck did I forget that? The original soundtrack's fucking fire. If you haven't listened to it, put that on your playlist. It's great. I mean, I would have loved to have heard this with The Cure's The Burn. Could have added a little bit of edge to it. Not that I don't like the post-Ozzy remix that they were using for it. Like I said, it kind of goes with it, but it needed a harder edge to a movie like that. Honestly, most likely I'm going to check it out. It didn't steer me away from viewing it, and I actually might watch it in the theater. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know what you think of what we saw here. You know, in the comments below. You're looking forward to watching it. You're gonna give it a shot. Again, nothing competes with the original. Nothing ever will. But could it hold its own? Who knows? Appreciate you. There's only one Eric Draven. Only one.